for joining with us. And our next speaker is Mr. Dr. Pradeep Hota sir. The name is not new in Burger. His contribution to education in Burger. Since 1986, he has been continued as a lecturer in education, has completed his PhD from Sambalpur University, Jyoti Bihar, Pune. He was an educational conference. He was a part of educational conference Osaka in Japan and an honored member of Odisha Sahitya Academy. So please help me in welcoming Dr. Hota sir with a big round of applause.
Thank you. I express my sincere thanks and gratitude to the director, Mr. Goel, Dr. Hussain, participants, those who have already spoken and those who are waiting to speak. Don't be scared, I am not going to read the whole paper. I will not take more than 8 to 9 minutes. Okay. Or should I curtail, should I speak lesser than that? So 8 to 9 minutes, maximum 10 minutes I will take. So while discussing about the National Policy on Education 2020, it would not be inappropriate to revisit the reports submitted by or the reports of Indian Education Commission submitted in the year 1960. And I think the topic that you have chosen, reimagining the MP 2020 National Policy on Education. That means the concept or the image, it is already before us, and we are trying to reinterpret the promises that we have made to ourselves in our constitution. And I will just touch only one angle of this report, which is more important than the higher education or vocational education or technical education or whatever education you may call it. And because of this pandemic, we are just in a very critical situation, and all our perceptions and thinking, imagination, now it has been confined within the four walls of our house or classroom. And it has created a new challenge before the humanity and more so for the educational planners and administrators. We all know, we all say the time has changed. Yes, of course, time has changed. The time has changed for all of us, definitely. What was there 50 years back, now it has changed and now we are in a different situation. But, my dear friends, time has not changed for the small kids. The time has not changed for the small kids. Time might have changed for the elderly person, for the adults, but the time has not changed for the small kids. The small kids or the kids, those who the parents are preparing them to send them to schools, and still today they are crying not to go to school. Of course, the school has been closed for the last 9 years. And the same kids, they used to cry some 50 years back, and the kids are still crying today. So the time has not changed. The time has not changed for the kids. The time might have changed for the adult or for us or for their parents or for their grandparents, but the time has not changed for the kids. So why the time has not changed? Because the present school situation or the school environment where we are teaching the kids, that has not been changed. And you know, the greatest enemy of the children are the schools and the teachers and the parents. We have not made the education attractive so that the kids can go to the school voluntarily, and the parents did not have to chase the child or did not have to follow the child whether the child is actually reading or watching movie or watching TV or watching this and that or wasting his or her mind. And the present education policy which the government of India is now going to introduce has actually emphasized this strengthening early childhood care and education. Because the initial years of 3 to 6 years is very much important, or this is the base upon which the superstructure or the future superstructure of higher education can be built. And we have made our base or the foundation so weak, and sometimes you do not find our younger generation or younger technicians employable. And that's why the present system of the present or the policy which the government of India wants to introduce has actually given the right direction to strengthen the early childhood care and education, because this is the age where we achieve the maximum mental growth. Up to 6 years, those who are the students of psychology or education, they must be knowing, but this is the age when maximum mental growth or the mental growth, the IQ, the growth of IQ reaches its age. And after the 6 years, we cannot find in the development of our IQ. There cannot be any development in our IQ because it stops there, the mental development. There may be development of imagination or attitude formation or sensory motor development or cognitive development, all these things that comes after that. But this is the period, the 3 to 6 years, that is the most important period where the concept formation actually begins and ends there. And if we will not be able to give the right concept, or if we will not be able to develop the right attitude towards the education, then definitely in future the child cannot be able to be a good learner or a good technician or a good doctor or a good teachers even. And this is the most important period because, and that's why some 100 years or 100 years ago, that Rousseau has rightly pointed out that the greatest enemy of the child is the books and the four walls of the schools. And if you want to provide real education to the child, then you burn the books and break the walls, throw the child into the lake of nature, and let the child learn the lesson of life from the nature, because the nature is the best teacher which never cheats the child and which never gives a wrong concept or conceptions to the child, and let us allow the child to learn from the mother nature. And the national policy on education has very rightly emphasized that instead of taking the child into the artificial environment and instead of giving positive education to the child, let us allow the child to get negative education. Don't teach him what is truth and what is false. Rather, let the child go into the nature, because some 20 or 30 years back, there was a question in the CBSE and most of the Delhi school students, they failed to answer because they could not know the meaning of grazing. The cows are grazing in the field. Can you imagine this situation? The grazing, chariva, Nasa chariva. Because they have seen the cows in the farms and they have not seen the cow grazing on the field. So from this we can imagine that how much we have taken away our child from the nature. And that's why during this pandemic, the worst victims are the children. And let us allow the children to enjoy the mud, to enjoy the rain, to enjoy the hot, to enjoy the cold, and there they will get the real knowledge. Thank you. Wish you all the best.